Hi, Venerable Lamo. Hi, Bob. Hi, Carmen. Elise. Hi, Nico. Hi, Peter. Hi, Bob. Did I say hi? Hi again. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Karen. Hello, Yeshua. Alexandra. Hey, Matt and Patty. Hey, Dan. Hi, Julie. Hi, Heen. Hi, Michelle.
No.
Hey, Ryan. Welcome.
I do want to say something really quick. I'm so happy to see Venerable Lamo and you, Miss
Hello,
Law.
Ian, how are you?
I'm not quite well, but yeah, I have a rough time, but it's okay. I'm gonna get better.
Geshe Gelek is here.
Please have a seat. Oh, yeah. Good evening, Hamula. Good evening, Romasi.
Geshe, we can't hear you. Geshe, you're muted.
All right. Yeah, good evening, Hamula. Good evening, Romasi. Good evening, Peter. Good evening, Panditji, Pati. Good evening, Yeshua. Good evening, Dan. Good evening, Karen. Good evening, Bob. Good evening, Carmen. Good evening, Elise. Good evening, Nicole. Good evening, Jennifer. Good evening, Ryan. Good evening, Hen. Pastor Gelek, Alexandra. Good evening, David. Good evening, Chitramata. Good evening, Julie. Good evening, Luz. Good evening, Masha, Michelle. Yeah, Lamula begin the prayer. Short prayer. Okay.
Start with the 7 limb prayer. Gosum gupe gone chatselo nye sham yi tu cheti malubu tomene sadi tun tam che shag kepa ge wanam la je yidong. Korwa matom bardule june dola cheki kolo korwa dong da jengenam janju chen yo. Now the short mandala offering.
Mm.
Saji perki shuxing metog tam ni rablin shi ni de gen pader sangye xing du mi te uwa Yidokunam dag Shin la che pashok Shetsun lama dampa kenam Kicher kukala Kense chujin trik Chita tsampe Duje zima La jav gecherki Sharpa wabtu selidam guru ratamandalakam niryatayami.
Sanje cheda soje chonamla chanju parno nane cha. Dage chuje jebe sonamje dola penje sanje dola sho. Sanje cheda soje chonamla chanju parno nane dage chuje jebe sonamje dola penje sanje dola sho. Sanje cheda soje chonamla chanju parno nane dage chuje jebe sonamje dola penje sanje dola sho. Tada la me la me a je o mo da ja je la so che je chong na cha wa che pa na ma san je so la rom da she de de ni de ba. De da she je ta be chin ye chin de di she je na mo la ye ke da no da ne 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 ke ma da da me ke da. Lo wa ko je na na je sa ba tam je ke do da ke che de do ka ke tu de ne do ne ta wa da me ba le. Ta be chin de de je mo ko da de na cha se no. Oh yeah. Did I say good evening, Julie? Okay. Oh yeah, so now benefit of like bodhicitta. There's a benefit of bodhicitta. So Lamala, so stanza where we stopped last time.
Yes, Geshe, you were speaking about how all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas clearly understand that bodhicitta is the way to go.
Kabatuma rabu zeba tuwana ji dini pimbasi dini tsime chiwe tso namji dejo dilani do tobaja. So now here, so this I probably like to repeat one more time. Why why we should practice bodhicitta, you know, so that's like why we should practice bodhicitta. Kawa Tame Tuma Simjan la Pemba Ham Tabla Rabdu Gongshi Sebazibi Tuana Chanju Simjava Dini Sunjan la Pemba because it's beneficial. It's beneficial for other living beings. Bodhicitta is beneficial for other living beings. That's why we should practice bodhicitta. So we feel happy the moment you realize you are benefiting somebody, moment you realize you are helping someone physically, mentally, verbally, so you feel good and you feel useful. Is that correct? Yeah, when you help, once you realize you are helping people, that's why we don't need any logic to prove that. So when you realize you're helping someone, so somebody say, oh, you made my day, it makes you feel good, isn't it? Makes you feel good. So that's the reason why we should practice bodhicitta, because it's beneficial for other living beings. When other living beings feel good, it makes you feel good too. Then it makes you makes you feel you are useful. You are like existing as meaning. It makes you like you are doing something good. So then that brings that you feel like your life has meaning to be this on planet. Okay. Simje ba dini simje tse mebe jiwe so tamje dewa chok ta pawa la sobe ta pawa la sobe kaje la teba meba lam dewe dela ni do toba chini be sabe do bebe. Simje ba dini is generating bodhicitta. Simje tse meba is like benefits. Is beneficial for limitless number of living beings. Dewa chok. Ta pawa la sobe kaje la ta pawa la sobe kaje la teba meba. It is like the seed. It is like the seed to other beings to achieve the best form of happiness. Bodhicitta is like the seed to achieve other living beings the best form of happiness. Therefore, we should practice bodhicitta. It's worthwhile. And it brings not just benefit for other living beings, it brings you to happiness. That's true. Even not just bodhicitta, being kind to somebody else makes you good, makes you feel good. Yeah, everybody has issues. Everybody has the issues with their life, everybody. Especially once you understand the nature of samsara, then you realize that crystal clear, you realize that everybody has issues. So that's why the Lamrim began with a small scope. Small scope teach you to understand your own existence or nature, or another way you could say nature of samsara. So that becomes that knowledge or experience the best. Experience becomes the foundation for universal compassions. It's not about how well they dress, how good they look, how much money they possess, how much the degree they have. It's nothing to do with that. It's simply because they are not free from samsara. That's all. So they are not free from samsara, and then there's like general complication of samsara, then the particular complication associated with each realms, 3 lower realms, 3 upper realms. No matter which realm you go, you are still not free from complications. So that is the foundation for bodhicitta or universal compassion. So that's why Lamrim began with the small scope. So then this brings you practicing bodhicitta. Of course, bodhicitta, if you manage to generate bodhicitta, that brings you to happiness. So Shanti was wondering like why you feel discouraged to practice bodhicitta. Something that brings you to happiness. Chebata, Sumbata, Chita, Debi, Tedrum Nibanis. Oh, like, I'm not sure, like, it's probably beneficial for other beings, or maybe limitless number of other beings. What's about me? Yeah, like you have every right to worry about that. Of course, you have to think about yourself. What is there? What's in there for me? Yeah, me is also important. So, if you want to, your needs have been well taken care of, nothing to be worried about at all. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about your needs at all once you practice the bodhicitta. Your need is very much part of the practice. Chitta debe tendrubas. Whatever you wish, not like something terrible. All the positive wish, whatever the positive wish that you have, you will achieve practicing bodhicitta. So that's the message, If you wonder, I heard this is very beneficial for other beings, other living with limited number of other beings. It will help them to achieve the best form of happiness. What is in there for me? Your need is all included there. So that's the section here. Chitta debe tendu niba. Chitta debe tendu. Whatever you wish, you will achieve. It has ability to whatever you wish. Bodhicitta has ability to provide that, whatever you wish, positive. So now the stanza here, Lamla, you need to read the stanza. Sibe dunga jata shom de ching so. Simje mide sewa doba tang. Dema jata choba dobeja chanju simni tadu tami chas. Can you read that stanza so then?
Yes, Geshe. Those who wish to destroy the many sorrows of their conditioned existence, those who wish all beings to experience a multitude of joys, and all those who wish to experience much happiness should never forsake the awakening mind.
So reason I'm saying in Tibetan, not because you understand Tibetan, but I'm hoping that you will receive the oral transmission, because I already received from His Holiness Dalai Lama multiple times. So then hearing that, hoping that will be probably same as giving you the oral transmission too. Okay. So this Sibe Dunga Jata Shom De Jings. Yeah, of course. We all, you, me, everybody, we want to Sibe Dunga Jata, Sibe Dunga, the complication of samsara or cyclic existence, not just one, many. Yeah, we want to be free. Yeah, you want to be free. I want to be free. I want to be liberated from all this complication. Or you do the same thing. So we all wish the same thing. Yeah, deep down, you want to help. Not in the surface level, maybe by very much corrupted by different view, different belief, all kinds of things, like race, culture, tradition, political view, deep down, human nature. Deep down, we all want to help. That's human nature. We want to help. If whenever there's opportunity to rise, whenever we see somebody's in a lot of pain, we don't say, oh, great, you are in great pain, I'm really happy. We don't say that. No, we sympathize, we feel sorry. So ask, are you okay? Oh, human nature. We don't say, oh, I'm so happy, I'm extremely happy that you are in such a pain. We don't say. Human nature. Immediately we say, are you okay? No, human nature. It's kind of indicate that you have wish to help. That's part of our life. Yeah, we want to be free from all the complications. Oh, that's part of life. We want to help. That's a part of life. That's a good. We all have that. Demang jata choba debe chance. Oh, chanju simi tatu tamish. Oh, we want happiness as much as possible. Yes, we have every right for that. If that's the case, you should never ever give up altruistic attitude. There's something that you must embrace. Altruistic attitude. Bodhicitta. You must embrace that practice. You get so much benefit. So much benefit. Yeah, it's very true, very true. So now, it's not just learning. So after you learn, you need time to implement. And of course, there will be so much obstacles. So ego probably doesn't like that idea at all. Ego does not like that idea at all. So last Sunday, we are discussing about ego. So I said, in my view, ego and self is two different things. In Buddhism, there's a very specific term, danzi. The moment you hear that term, it has negative connotations. It's nothing to do with the self. Rang chenzi, self-cherishing, it has negative connotations. It's not just taking care of yourself, not that. Of course, you have to take care of yourself. It's not just that. When you say self-cherishing, if you just think about taking care of myself is bad, or you don't understood that term clearly. Grasping so tightly on self, it has negative connotations. Cherishing self, it has negative connotations. Taking care of yourself, there's no negative connotation. There's the right thing to do. Of course, you have to take care of yourself. There's the right thing to do. So the self-grasping, that's called ego. That's English word. I'm not sure like what kind of message when you say ego you are getting. But when you say danzi, there's a term in Tibetan, not just Tibetan, in Buddhism, there's a term they use called danzi. It is like, basically it's like iron cage, you are just trapped there. That iron cage needs to open sooner or later. It has negative content. It's nothing, it's not just self. No? So then, so one should not give up on practicing bodhicitta if you're wishing all of that I just said. Rashi kunla pembe tapcho imbes is the best. It's the best. It's the best thing. It's the best. It benefits you. It benefits others. That's the best thing. That's the best thing. It helps you. It helps others. That's the best thing. So now think about what kind of mindset that helps you and that helps others. What kind of mindset? Clearly, it's not anger. It's not anger. It's not jealousy. It's not arrogance. None of that. It's bodhicitta. It's the bodhicitta that helps you, that helps others. Jibu dingi samba jambi rangjuji sibe dunga jata shung deachings. Jibu dingi samba jambi. When you are studying in Lamrim, the way the Lamrim teachings lay out, first begin with, it's called small scope. It's just basically trying to understand the nature of samsara. That's all about small scope. Middle scope, trying to understand the causality, karma. Samba jambisa, ranjuju dibi sibe dunga jata shung deachings. So what you gain studying small scope, middle scope? What do you gain? You gain the interest for liberations, for freedoms, helping yourself be liberated, to liberate. That's what you learn. That's what you learn, and also you learn that you are fully equipped with that practice, to learn. Samba jambi simje tamji midewa sewa dabas. So then what you learn, like studying the great scope, that's how it's say in Lamrim. Then you gain interest to help others to overcome from their problems or complications or suffering. There's the good thought to have. There's the positive thought. Why is positive? Why is so good? It helps you. It helps others. That's why it's good. So the mundo da ngile dema jara choba debe tap chodo choba chanju simyo. Mundo means high state, like our life is considered as high state. When you look at the sixth realm, there's 3 lower realm, 3 upper realm. Human realm is one of them. Human is one of them, considered as higher. So hoping to achieve another human life, that's a good things. And hoping to achieve moksha or liberations from samsara, that's a good things. If you have interest, strong interest, practice bodhicitta. So bodhicitta, so that will help. Okay. So now, what happens if you embrace the practice of bodhicitta? If you practice bodhicitta, what happens? You achieve probably great or sacred name or meaning, both of them, name and meaning, both of them. So now the second one, Chanju Simche Juna Kijikis, Kurezera Dubi Nyamtal Nams. Deshe Namji Seshi, Juchashi, Jidelami Chibi, Charger Churus. Amula, can you read in English, please? So I told this many times, this is not beer, this is just sparkling water.
Verse 9, the moment an awakening mind arises, in those fettered and weak in the jail of psychic existence, they will be named a child of the Sugatas and will be revered by both humans and gods of the world.
Sugata, that's the literally translated the word Geshe. Suk, Sanskrit word, means happiness. Sugata, one that went to the best form of happiness. Sugata, meaning victory one, enlightened beings. It's not refers to man or female, it's just enlightened beings. It's not man, it's not woman, it can be both. Can be woman, can be man. So then you become the child of that enlightened beings. Sugata. The same as like Buddha is not male or female. Buddha simply means enlightened being. When you say Shakyamuni Buddha, so that is male enlightened being. Shakyamuni Buddha, that's like talking about historical Buddha who came to India. So that when you say Buddha, Sugata, victory one, awakened one, it doesn't have like a gender meaning. Gender meaning. It simply means enlightened being. Can be man, can be woman. Chanju Simche Chuna Kijik is moment you generate bodhicitta, moment after you generate bodhicitta, Chanju Simche Chuna Kijik is Koetsera Dubi Nyamdanams. Koetsera Dubi Nyamdanam. Deshe Namji Seshi Juja Jidelhamijibi Chaja Juros. Chanju Simche Chuna Kijik is moment you generate bodhicitta, moment you generate bodhicitta. Deshe Namji Seshi Juja, you are called child of Tathagata or Sugata or enlightened beings. You are called child of Sugata or Tathagata or enlightened beings. Even though you are not free from samsara, if you manage to generate bodhicitta, you are called child of Buddha, enlightened being, even though you are not free from samsara. And not just that, so then, like, Jidel Hamijibi, Charja Jews, like celestial beings, human beings, all kinds of beings in the samsara will worship you because the power of bodhicitta that you generated. This is come under the section that you will achieve something meaningful, then you will, like you are called a child of Buddha, and it's not just mere name, it has substance. It has substance. It has meaning. So now, of course, then you think about bodhicitta. There's two types of bodhicitta: wishing bodhicitta and engaging bodhicitta. Wishing bodhicitta is like they're all willing, the wish to go, not on the move, but you have wish to go, but you are not. You are not in the process of going, but you have wish to go. That's called wishing bodhicitta. Engaging bodhicitta means you are on the move. You are now not just wish, you are walking, whatever the destination might be. So you are walking, you are actually like, you are in action. So you are engaging bodhicitta, wishing bodhicitta, engaging bodhicitta. That's just to mention here. Remember the Jubi Chanju Jisim Jeba Juna Tamatabe. So now let's move to second one.
Geshe, may I ask a question?
What?
May I ask a question, Geshe?
Yeah, sure.
So does this engaging bodhicitta, does that have to come spontaneously and then happen all the time? After the first
First, it become artificial. So then second, it become non-artificial. Then that doesn't require much thinking. First, it requires effort. Jema required effort. Min, so now almost become spontaneous. Okay. First need to put. First, it requires like even just like remembering the instructions how to practice bodhicitta, so that you review them again, and maybe eventually then you not just even if you feel something, you feel something. So then it becomes non-artificial. Same engaging bodhicitta, first artificial, then second non-artificial. Anything. Understanding of precious human life in the beginning is just intellectual understanding. Then it goes a little bit deeper. Next time, when you say precious human life, it has weight, it has substance, it means something. That's just mere word. For you, it means something. It means something very important rather than just word. So that means, so far you gain some meditative experience of meditating on precious human life. You gain some experience. So then that experience eventually become like, I say, heart-moving experience. In your moment you think of a precious human life, something happening deep down, something wonderful happening. Same like when you think of bodhicitta, something is moving very from deep inside. Something is moving from deep inside. It has not just word, it has substance. It means something. It means something very important. And that kind of like something moves deep down, something moves. So then that is like meditative experience. Oh yeah, so then now so now the benefit of bodhicitta is going to explain based on analogy example. The benefit of bodhicitta will be explained based on analogies. Senju number chokta busa mizan lutilani javeko rinje rinameva juena chanju semje shawa rabdusu chanju semje shawa rabdesu. Yeah, Lamula, can you read that?
It is like the supreme gold-making elixir, for it transforms the unclean body we have taken into the priceless jewel of a Buddha form. Therefore, firmly seize this awakening mind.
Senju number chokta bus. there are some chemicals or some chemicals that has the ability to transform ordinary metal into gold or something like that. Since you could see, since you could the Mizan Luzilanes. So they I think this body is considered as like metal, ordinary metal. But you can't transform that metal into gold. Or gold refers to here enlightenment. So but then once you gain some experience of bodhicitta, well, you should not give up that practice. You shouldn't give up that practice. Put as much effort as possible. Is worthwhile. Since you could see number two, since you see sang jiki cha sang dong 1 ounce of that substance or chemical has the ability to transform thousands of ordinary metal into gold. That's the analogy they use. Since you could see sang jiki sang means like I think like measured by gold, like coins, and long time ago. So now you have scale. You don't need to use coin. Now you have very like precise modern scale and make measure precisely without mistake. Before people they use metal or coins to measure things. Sang probably like 1 ounce or something like that. Jutang ngore gone ja mizame ludi lane tini jawe ku rincherindameba same tini juwe nawas bodhicitta transform, even though this body has all kinds of like made out of bone, flesh, blood, all of that, but this can be turned into gold. So now there's the benefit of bodhicitta explaining based on analogy or how you say analogy or example. What is the best word? What is the better word? Analogy or analogy?
Analogy is a good word, Geshe.
동북계 분도 무추직 세도 나와. So there's like something that there's some like what do you call that test? Your fever they put in your mouth.
Thermometer?
Thermometer. Inside the thermometer there's something goes up and down. What is called? What is that one called?
Mercury.
Oh, so see, so I'm not artist at all. I'm not like as no, I'm not. There's artists. They build statues. They paint. Nepal, there are many of them. The knowledge passed down generation to generation. That's the best statues they made in Nepal. They they are part of. So you buy the gold and you probably put gold on the statue. In the beginning, it doesn't look like gold. It doesn't look gold at all. It doesn't look. Then they burn or there's something. Then finally they put this mercury. They make some kind of mercury out of glass or it's like, tube light. They kind of like smash tube light. They kind of make it like smash the tube light and they put something. All of a sudden, probably they are making mercury or something like that. All of a sudden, the liquid pour on the statues, then start to shine like gold. Even though you put the gold there, You don't see the gold. It's like, then after that, they make this liquid that using the tube light, like, then they smash and they boil them, then they pour. Then immediately, the moment they pour, it kind of like, then you see it's the like gold, like real like gold shine. So maybe that's what they're probably created, mercury or something. Muchu. Muchu, it sounds, muchu means like a liquid silver. It's not silver, it's not silver. It looks like silver, exactly looks like silver. The one that I saw is not silver, it's like some chemical, then the bunch of like tube light, they smash. So then when they boil, it looks like the liquid silver, but it's not silver. So then they pour statues, then they turn the statue just to like start to shine like gold. So that is like bodhicitta. So there's a bodhicitta. Oh, now Sangchi is a Jasang Dong said to do a new one. So bodhicitta is like this. Bodhicitta is like that. What is called in English, Amula? That
Gold making elixir. Did I pronounce that right?
Alexa, so I have no clue what the word means. I'm like completely clueless. I hope you have some clue.
No.
Alexa, you have clue?
Elixir.
You have clue?
No.
So if you have no clue for that, so then I don't know what to say.
Geshe, an elixir is usually a medicine, but the process of turning base metals into gold is called alchemy.
Alchemy. So what Alexa is doing there? So I'm not sure what the Alexa, what that means.
Elixir is like a medicine that cures everything.
No, it's not medicine. Translator misunderstood. It's not medicine. It's not medicine. Something that transforms metal into gold, some kind of chemical or substance. It's not medicine. I think no. It will probably burn everything if you burn everything inside your body, but it's not medicine. Oh yeah, so that is that. So that's the first analogy. So Dove Tebu, Dove Tebe, Chibu Temelus, Leba Yonsu Tane, Rinchewe, Dove Neda Town, Devanam, Rinche Chanju, Semle, Temple Songs. Yeah, Namula, next one, please. Now, first one. Yeah, guys, let's go on. First analogy is called making something inferior to superior. Some analogies, first analogy is called, for sake of knowledge, making inferior to superior. Make sense? Now this one, the second analogy is called like, analogy of so difficult to find and so precious. For the sake of knowledge, in the future time, near future, you may end up explaining to somebody else. So then this knowledge is needed. The second analogy is like so difficult to find and so precious. Okay, so precious. Huh? So Lamrim, please read on.
Verse 11, since the limitless mind of the sole guide of the world has upon through investigation seen its preciousness, all beings wishing to be free from worldly abodes should firmly take hold of this precious awakening mind.
It's almost like captain here, captain. Or the captain is the right word, captain. Not nowadays. Nowadays it's gone. Now what you have like treasure hunting. Treasure hunting. People go like, oh, so and so Spanish sheep like sing there, maybe 1,000 tons of gold, something there. People map them out very precisely, and people gather so expert. They need captain to go there like this. This refers to captain. Oh, long time ago, people go to collect precious stone from the oceans, all kinds of precious stones. So they've just all of them just said, Lama Selingba, Lama Adisha's teacher, Lama Selingba, where Lama Adisha learned how to develop bodhicitta. So now it turns out the modern day, it is like somewhere in Indonesia, like Samantara, where somewhere in Java Island, Samantara, that's where the Lama Adisha probably reside. Then Lama Selingba. So that's called like land of gold. Seling means land of gold. So now probably some people said they understood where the Lama Adisha spent 30 years, even in Indonesia. So some people have probably no clue. They're just pointed somewhere. So I'm not sure. I've never been there. I wish to go there someday. But anyway, so Lama Selingba was there. So then Lama Adisha went. They spent 13 years to manage to develop bodhicitta. So then Stepji Sohn, which is one of the very like as realized Lama from Tibetan master. Now the reincarnation is almost like 30 years old. So he said at that time that the family, they own part of the water, so they just go there, grab a bunch of like precious stones, so they don't need to go very far. They just go there, down there, they just grab, like almost like fishing. So Solomon is wondering what happened now. Now you have to go very far. Now right there, there's no precious stone. Now you have to probably go very so far. Anyway, sorry, that's not here. That's not written here. Anyway, talking about captain, Kebe, Chongbannam, Rinpoche, Ling, so they can tell where the precious stones are located. Their captain knows how to locate them. So their captain brings a bunch of merchants to the oceans to get those precious stones. So in order to get a precious stone, you need qualified guide who can pinpoint where the stones are located. Tebe kebe tsomba na rinpoche ling to tiba dan bebe tebe dame ba jibu sanje tang. Seme le de seme be loji kongla ngawa ti doye ubo sebe tapcho kayimba leba yonsu tana chanchu sem dini. So the enlightened beings, all these enlightened beings, they are like captain. They kind of like did a lot of like in modern day you could call. They did a lot of study. They did a lot of experiment, a lot of study. The best way to achieve full enlightenment is they pinpoint bodhicitta is the one. Bodhicitta is the one. So if you want to get the precious stone, so you need to rely on captain, like, all these enlightened beings who wrote about practice of bodhicitta, Lama Adisha, Lama Tsongkhapa, Lama Selingpa, Nagarjuna, and so forth. So these are the captain. They probably they map out very clearly. Map is very clear how to generate bodhicitta. Chanju simply rinchive de pemba the kumba the pendo chive tapsive. They see is bodhicitta is very rare. Yeah, of course, that not like everybody has bodhicitta. Some people do, some people don't. Some people are still trying to practice. Some people are thinking to practice, and some people are reading about bodhicitta. Some people already experiencing the power of bodhicitta. There's all kinds of people. Not everybody has bodhicitta. Therefore, it's rare, and it's so precious. Yeah, once you manage to develop bodhicitta, so that every need has been taken care of. So that's Oh, that's the analogy. They use so rare, so difficult, so precious, so rare. The second analogy, okay? 탑수 CBC로, 탑수 CBC로. So now the third analogy is Debuseji Mifu base. So now the third analogy. So we already finished first and second. The third analogy is like result or fruit will be inexhaustible. Inexhaustible. The result of the fruit of practicing bodhicitta, fruit or result will be inexhaustible. Make sense? Julie, make sense? Inexhaustible? Result.
Yes, Geshe, inexhaustible. With
Yeah,
it can't be worn out.
Yeah, as result, the result of practicing bodhicitta. Now the third analogy is like that. The result practicing bodhicitta is inexhaustible. Am I pronouncing correctly?
Yes, inexhaustible.
Inexhaustible. So
Yeah, that's correct.
inexhaustible. So Gewa Shenku Chushin Shentuni, Debuchene Seba Juvani. Chushin, that's like type of tree. So anybody here, are you expert of banana tree? Anybody here, are you expert of the banana tree? Does banana tree produce only one time fruit or produce multiple times? Sorry, I was born in the country where there's tons of banana, but I have no clue. I have no clue about how the banana tree, how many times the banana tree produce banana. So Cameron, you are from Peru. Don't you have banana tree in Peru?
Yes, we do have banana trees, and I used to have banana trees in my house, but I never really noticed. I think they only produce it once. Once the bananas are you get the bananas, then that's it. Only one time, right? Only one time. But of course, there were more trees growing, right? There were more shoots, different shoots of trees coming around the trees. So I guess they die and then another one comes, and yeah.
Okay.
But it's only one time. So.
Okay, one time. So that's in the
Yeah.
in the teaching here. This text has been written around 8th century, Kamala.
Yes, Geshe, 8th century.
People have been enjoying banana around from 8th century to till now. Banana is like very old. It's very antique. It's been around long time. So this text has been written around 8th centuries. So in this text called, it's not clear, it doesn't say banana tree. So that's why a lot of people get confused. I'm not telling you. A lot of Tibetan people, when they read, it's called Chushin, means tree of water. Tree of water, you have no clue what the tree of water means, like, can be anything. So that actually means banana tree, tree of water. That's what it's called, tree of water. It doesn't say banana tree, it's a tree of water. I mean, in Tibetan, not in English, Cambridge, not in English. In Tibetan language, it's called tree of water, it means like banana. So then when you look at the dictionary, then they have different names, tala. So anyway, so when we're doing the Light of the Path retreat, Rinpoche asked me, what is that tree? So I got lucky. I said, maybe it's a banana tree. I got lucky. The coincidence, not because of my knowledge. I just guess. A lot of the marriage we create verbally, physically, mentally, a lot of marriage. It's kind of like, one that's when you achieve the result, there's kind of that marriage can exhaust. Bodhicitta, even though you're enjoying some result here, there, never exhaust. Bodhicitta is not never exhaust. Result. It's not like banana tree, produce one time, then finish. Then you have to generate another bodhicitta. It's not like this. One bodhicitta will produce limitless, like, result of fruit. Okay. So bodhicitta is not like banana tree. It's like tree that produce the result like over and over and over again. Jawa shingo chuyi shindo ne debuji ne seba juwan. Chanju simji jushe tabaya debuji mise pewa jus. Not just exhaust the result, it also increase. It can increase. It's not just, like, oh, like in the fruit, one produce, like produce one fruit, then it's kind of died down. They need to wait for another new one to come up, not like that. No matter how often you enjoy the result, it increase, it not never exhaust. Make sense? So there's the third analogies. Okay, third analogies. Oh. There's the third one. So now the fourth analogy is like it will protect, bodhicitta will protect you from the fears, the greatest fears. Great of the greatest fear. Okay, fear. That's the fourth analogy. Is it clear now? If I'm not pronouncing word incorrectly, or doesn't make sense, please say something, then I can repeat. Okay. So the fourth analogy is like protecting from the fear. Bodhicitta. Digba shindu message chanayang. Pala tini jigba shimbotas. Khanla tini yuji tuechuwa. Tela pajanamji chimi tins. Yalamula.
Like entrusting myself to a brave man when greatly afraid, by entrusting myself to this awakening mind, I shall be swiftly liberated, even if I have committed extremely unbearable wrongs. Why then do the conscientious not devote themselves to this?
Probably you also heard like five heinous or heinous.
Heinous?
Heinous karma, killing parents, that's like that. Chanjuji sem gomba tela langdo la soba lulimbe pajen namjis. Junze chi miden de temba rites. Unjo sumla nebada tsameso dibashindu miseba chenaya. So even though you create a heinous karma, once you manage to generate bodhicitta, will purify them from the root, purify them. Oh, Chenayang, out of the Latin Lamji, what Chimbu Chopata. Out of the means brave man, brave, not man, brave. If you accompanied by some brave beings, so that brave being will protect you from the fear or whatever, like harms. Similarly, bodhicitta is like that, brave, like guides or whatever, like that. Chobata chanjuji sem khala teni ngindu jiva teta yusam chatoa Jews. Even though there's fear of being born in Lord and the fear of result of the karma, all of that. Once you generate a bodhicitta, all of them been completely purified. You'll be completely protected from even the five heinous karma. If you create it, you'll be protected. You will be completely protected from the result, experiencing the result of this heinous karma. Usually these are called like same. There's no break. You will experience the result next life right away. There's no break. That's called same. Same means there's no break. Even their karma, the bodhicitta will protect you from like experiencing the result of that karma. Bodhicitta will protect if you manage to practice bodhicitta. Okay? It's clear? Why? Because imagine like how you feel helping one person. How you feel helping one person? You feel good? Now think about them. Now multiply that billions of times. Multiply that millions of times. Helping one person. How you feel happy that today you manage to help someone that makes you feel good. Multiple, that billions of times, sitting in your room, mentally, doing something, connecting yourself with limitless number of sentient beings through your meditations, which is about bodhicitta. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? That's why, even though you unfortunately created 5 heinous karma, usually this karma is called no break, means right away, life after this experience result. Even that karma will not be activated at all. It will be deactivated, not activated, deactivated by power of bodhicitta. If that's the case, of other little karma here, there, like these are, then no, definitely. Oh. It doesn't mean you have to go somewhere, right? You don't need to go somewhere. You can just sit. Oh. You wish to help someone who's experiencing headache. You have wish to help that person. What makes you feel good? If you have wished to eliminate billions of headache, can you imagine that? Sitting there, giving yourself 100%, whether it's 2 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't matter. If you're giving 100%, you are deeply connected to all this limitless number of sentient beings, mentally connected. Therefore, you never ever feel lonely. You never feel depressed, never ever feel depressed. Because you are deeply connected to all these living beings through your meditation, which is meditation is about bodhicitta. So this is wonderful, wonderful practice, but it's worthwhile. Dipa tse me be person, dipa tsek me be person. So that's that. To you. Then today mention dictionary kijiji never say about chess. Dipa tsek. Simply the dipa nipa chimba. So now the 5th analogy is about simji tenisa kawajibe today me someday tangbo menche ne sekpa shindo nyewa jibe diba chibuna today kiji ki sekpa chibe chiros teni nyungeji leji niba jombar chenina mange batachimbe shinda chimbo namchi topshi tsame shakbe nyungeji len namchi namba mimba taji nyunge to shebani nyembi cho gomba mena nyunge su lunda riba tume dubesu. So this is now bodhicitta is like powerful antidote. So there's the 5th analogy. The bodhicitta is very powerful antidote. Kame means like in Nepal now when you go to pilgrimage in Nepal, so there's some part of Nepal, I think the same direction where one of the Buddha's previous lives sacrificed his life for Mother Tiger was starving, so about to eat her own cub. So one of Buddha's previous life, 3 like prince, the middle one, 3 prince, the middle one turns out to be one of the Buddha's previous life, sacrificed his life to save Mother Tiger to eating her own cub. So same direction, somewhere there, there's like fire. There's fire. They say this fire has been lit since beginning of civilizations. Is that true or not? Hard to say. Mary, you saw the fire? Mary Richardson, are you able to see that fire? in Nepal? Are you able to see that fire when you
This-
when you are in
Which-
Nepal?
Which fire, Geshe? Which fire?
They call like eons fire. The fire has been like burned like since from beginning of the universe or something.
Oh
Eons.
no.
Yeah, there's one. So anyway, so I'm not sure that there is fire burning. I'm not sure it's been burning since from the beginning of time.
Wow.
Hard to say. So, well, kawe means eon. Eon, eon of fire. That's what it's called. Kawe. So, in the universe eventually will end. Universe will end. Sometimes it ends out of water, sometimes winds finish the universe, sometimes fire, the water, earth. So the fear of water caused by water, fire, wind, earth element, that's how eventually the universe will probably end. If you read Abhidharma Kosha, chapter number 3, composed by Indian Master Vasubandhu, chapter number 3, probably you will see it there. So then, we have desire realm, form realm, formless realm. Formless realm, there's nothing to burn. There's no form. So now that left two realms, form realm, desire realm. When the universe will end out of fire, it finish all the desire realms within the desire, all the desire realm, then up to something tambo mention the form realm. There's 4 layers: first, second, third, fourth. It probably will burn from the first layer all the way down to desire realms. Will probably be turned into dust or something like that. So that fire is very powerful fire. It burns. Bodhicitta is like that. It's like that. Small negative karma here, that will be completely purified. Even though, unfortunately, even you created this 5 heinous karma, that will also purify too. That's this is like that fire, so fire that in the universe, that fire. Shinda chenpo topshita nyungi jile shaba, nyungi means within the karma, some karma probably produce result after multiple life, some karma produce result within this life, some karma produce result very next life. All of them will be completely purified, completely be burned into the ashes, means completely purified. Okay. So these are the 5 analogy, why the bodhicitta is so beneficial, or the benefit of bodhicitta explained based on 5 analogies. It's clear? 5 analogies are clear. So now, like the benefit explained into the sutra. So number 6, and number 2 version 6. That's in there. Benefit explained into the sutras. Ti pe padu neba da chamgwe loda dembe nosa shes. So only 2 lines. Hamula, 2 lines. Only 2 lines, not 4th line. Only 2 lines.
In brief, the awakening mind should be understood to be of 2 types.
There's a sutra. I used to remember the name of the sutra in English. Now I don't remember.
I think I read too far. Is it, it's unfathomable advantages were taught to the disciple Sudana by the wise Lord Maitreya. Is
Yeah.
that oh, that's the one. Okay. Let's see.
That's the first two lines.
That's the last two lines of the previous.
Sorry, not first two lines, last two lines.
I can't find.
So anyway, that's sutra. So don't book with those. 1 second. So for the sake of knowledge, I need to turn myself into my English teacher. Don't book with those. 1 second.
Oh. See. In the English text, it says it's the Samadhi Samgraha Sutra.
Oh, huh? Samadhi.
Samadhi Samgraha Sutra.
In English.
It doesn't have an English name.
There should be a word tree, tree. Tree, tree should be there, tree.
I'm sorry, I don't see it.
I'm offering all of you Bodhi tree here for your future enlightenment tree. So I'm saving for all of you. When you get enlightened, please call me. I'll send it to you. Okay with them. Middle, so here, not here. Don't go. Where they explain the full length prostrations. Don't book it with those. Full length prostration. Don't book it with those. Something to do with the name, partial name of the sutra is like tree. Don't book it with. No. So anyway, so Hamala already said in English, now we are living in the 21st century. You can Google them, easy to find. You don't need to go very far away. To find out, works months and months to find out the name of the sutra.
Domasi said it's the sutra requested by Subahu.
Don't look at it though. Looking for the name of the sutra. Same thing, period, don't look at it. So then basically Buddha is saying all these bodhisattvas. Bodhicitta is like the seat of the body, seat of enlightenment. Rijipu means like fortunate one, fortunate child. Bodhicitta is the seat of enlightenment. So that's the sutra. Now I'm translating. It's like a seed. Not just that, also it's like field. It's like field where all the great things grow. It is like seed, not just that, it's also like field that everything grow. It's so many positive things will grow. That's why it's like seed, it's like field. Sometimes you want to do what you sometimes you want to do what you is like that, probably like wish fulfilling waste or waste. VASE, waste, no waste.
Vase with like a V, Geshe-la.
Vase, wish fulfilling vase, wish fulfilling vase is like that, wish fulfilling vase. The moment you think about chocolate chip cookie, warm chocolate chip cookie from Whole Food, it just comes out from the vase. If you're watching movie, think about popcorn, just pops up. It's called wish fulfilling vase. Vase, wish fulfilling vase. Huh? If you're thinking about momo, it just comes up with a stream. If you're all up to Italian pasta, it just comes with a stream. The bodhicitta is like that. So then it's like the weapons that eliminate enemies. It's like the weapon that eliminate enemies. So Geshe, that's what in Sutra, that's what's been explained in the Sutra. It is like a seed, it's like a field, it's like a wish fulfilling base, and it is like weapons that kind of eliminate, not really eliminate here. Enemy refers to self-cherishing mind, selfish, or all of that. This is So
Geshe-la, I'm sorry, I said the wrong sutra. It's the Ganda Vyuha Sutra.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Ganda Vyuha Sutra.
Ganda Vyuha Sutra.
Yeah, I am. Probably you have no clue. I have also no clue. Not in Oriya.
Dongpo Kopa Emdo Kom.
Yeah, Dongpo means tree.
Emdo.
Yeah, Dongpo Kyobe Do. That's a Tibetan language. Dongpo means tree. Tree.
In Wikipedia, it says tree and also stalk or stem, like the trunk of a tree, like the center.
Yeah, so that's exactly, they should be there. What is called now?
Like a stalk or stem of a tree.
Oh, the sutra. Now in English, how you say it? Sutra up, straw?
It's kind of long. It says the Sutra of Stem Array, Supreme Array, Excellent Manifestation.
Oh, so that the English speaking people talks more.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, but in Tibetan, it's quite long, but I think sometimes there's more word in English, sometimes there's more word in Tibetan. It goes back and forth, back and forth. So that's a long name to memorize. Thank you, Liu. Thank you, Liu. Thank you very much. So that's exactly translation. The tree should be there, like stack up. Actually, oh yeah. No, so now it's almost time is almost finished. So now is now we are into like how is it? Identifying bodhicitta. What is bodhicitta? So we are now that sections. Okay, next Wednesday, identifying bodhicitta. What is bodhicitta? So that's the next class. So today, pretty good, almost 3 pages. So next, then like identifying bodhicitta. What is bodhicitta? Okay. Any other questions before we finish? So all my friends here, I'm sure that you have many things to take care, but you came to the class, and appreciate from bottom of my heart that you are showing interest into studying bodhicitta, benefit of bodhicitta. So even now, at the moment, not able to generate bodhicitta, but need to probably think, for the sake of your own benefit, need to think being kind, being loving, kind, compassionate. It benefits you, it benefits everybody. So studying bodhicitta, studying the benefit of bodhicitta, and we must think how to embrace kindness, power of kindness, power of compassion, power of loving kindness. It's the best. Even though it's difficult, it's the best. It benefits you, it benefits everybody. Everybody. So there's something that we need to keep in our mind from now on. If somebody asks you, what do you practice? You can say, I practice loving kindness, compassion. That's what I practice. What do you believe? You can say, I believe in loving kindness, compassion. That's what I believe. That is, you could say, that's my religion. My religion is loving kindness, compassion. And you could say, my religion is bodhicitta. Not care about certain group of people, care every breathing, living being on this planet. That's my wish, to them to be happy. So whatever ways that I can contribute mentally, physically, verbally, then I try, So then you could say, that's the purpose of my life. The purpose of my life is to think about well-being of other sentient beings. That's my religion. That's what I believe. That's what I practice. So then, entire world get benefit. Nobody argues about it. Nobody look down on you being kind, being compassionate. So that's the best thing. So all my friends, so we think about that. Okay, so all of kindness, compassion, loving kindness, compassion. So instead of your own happiness and happiness of other living beings. So then I think that is the purpose of life. That is the purpose of life. Yeah, living life for others. That's the purpose of life, I think. That's the purpose of life. When you live this life, nothing to worry, nothing to worry. So there's something to think about, okay? Thank you very much, and I wish you all have a wonderful night. And sleep with bodhicitta, and wake up with bodhicitta. And eat with bodhicitta, shopping with bodhicitta, walk with bodhicitta, cook with bodhicitta, everything with bodhicitta, okay? Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Geshe.
Oh yeah, thank you. So now Venerable Hamala will do.
Gewadi nu dudak lama sangye tukyune dowa chikya malupa dei sala gepasho Shanshu Sencho Rinpoche, Make Panam Ke Gyurchik, Kewan Yampa Me Payang, Gone Gondu Pawa Sho. Jampel Power Jitar Kempadang, Kudu Zampo Deyan De Jinte, Deda Kungi Jesu Da Lochi, Kewa Didan Tancherap Tungo. Dusun shepe gewa tancheki, ngawa gana chotu ngapade, dashe gewe tsawa diku kyang, zampo cheche rab tu ngawagi. Dagi jine sape gewa di, tenda dowa kunla gampedang, kepa jetsun lo sang, dape payi, tempe nimpo rindu selje sho. Kandira we korwe shinkamde, tendande wa malu shungwene, chere zigwan tenzing yatsui, shape site paudu tengyu chi. Shonu ia nala wa shotu, awatare tsembara sopa, losange we te ton lek pelsho, shasil gengyu lama soa de. Tupsu chanjin jangan gewe, tenzin kepewe, kunze dog po ze, choksum kul welek mentudu, padok so du jek and du job ten show. Taritu re so ha. 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 Taritu re so ha.
Oh yeah, thank you. Good night. Oh yeah.
Good night, Geshe. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, good night.
Thank you,
Geshe.
Geshe. Thank you,
Thank you, Geshe. Thank you, Lama.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you.